You guys, we have a really interesting what I ate coming up. It is called the Taco Fiesta Bubble Up Casserole. And I'm so excited to make this, and it looks so delicious. And I had asked on my Facebook group if anybody made it, and I know some of you have tried it and really loved it. It was a big hit. So I am so excited to make this, and I hope you guys follow along. So let's get started. This is the cast of my party. There's my pan. It's sprayed and ready to go. I have 1 pound of the grass-fed ground beef that we get. It is actually from a cow down the street that was grass-fed his entire life. We actually met the cow. I know, kind of sad. 1 onion, some green onion, some Mexican cheese. It's the reduced fat. Light sour cream, although it did call for fat-free, but we don't like fat-free, so we're going light. Some salsa, 3 peppers, which is the yellow, red, and orange, some taco seasoning, or 1 packet of taco seasoning, and then it did call for butternut biscuits, buttermilk biscuits. However, I decided to use the 90-calorie reduced fat ones, and the only ones I could find in this would be the crescent rolls. So I'm just going to roll these up and cut them up like the biscuits would have been and try that way. So we will try that out and see how it works. That's the only thing I changed in this recipe. And let's get started. First step in making this bubble up casserole is to brown your ground beef. Next, you want to weigh out your taco seasoning. I just use, you can use a packet with the 1 ounce packet, but I'm just using the Tony's since we have it. It's a taco seasoning blend, and that is 1 ounce. 1 ounce. And you're going to sprinkle this over your ground beef once it's almost done. I am just going to sprinkle a little bit of these minced toasted onions from Penzeys. Just a few of those in there. I did also preheat my oven to 350 while I am stirring this up and using my Pampered Chef chopper. This thing is amazing, you guys. And I need to turn on my stove light so I don't have my phone shadow in here. There, now you can see, wow. Step is to spray your 9x13 pan. This is more like an 8x8, but it's thicker. So we like our casserole a little bit thicker. And all I did was use this nonstick vegetable oil spray, just a little bit on each side and a little tiny bit on the bottom. That's your next step. I added all of the taco seasoning into the beef, and now I'm just going to continue chopping this up a little bit. It does not say to add water, so I'm hoping that this will be okay. You're going to add salsa, though, as soon as this is done, and I'll show you that next step. Let this on for a few more minutes just to finish up the browning process, and I'm going to go ahead and turn the burner off now. I had it on medium heat, and we're just going to let it sit here, and I'm going to add the salsa right into here. Oven just preheated, and I am using the Newman's Own mild salsa. That's what I'm using, and you need 1 1/3 cups of this. All right, we're going to add 1 1/3 cups, which is 4 of these, because this is a 1/3 cup. So there's 1. You don't have to be real precise either. 3, and actually, it turned out to be the whole entire jar. So I'm just going to add that little tiny bit that's left. So it ended up being this whole entire jar, and that is 16 ounces. So let's figure that. It's a lot easier that way, too. All right, let's go to the next step. I mixed this all up really good, and this smells delicious right now. All right, guys, I am going to be cutting up my vegetables. Now, in reality, I was following the directions on the website direction sheet that I printed off, and it said to peel this after you get your hamburger done. It said to dice these up. I would do it first. So I've got I got these all washed up. I got green onions, I've got regular onion, and I've got 3 different peppers. Now you need 3 cups of peppers and 1 cup of onions. So I'm going to begin by dicing up these peppers. And you guys probably know how I dice my peppers up. I cut either end off, and the first thing I do is cut up the bottom part here. And I just dice it up pretty small. I take out this little tiny seed piece here in the middle. And then the only thing I don't use is this little bitty stem here. And I use this part also. And with this, I'm going to cut them up pretty small because they were not pre-cooked in with the beef. Next time I'm going to pre-cook the onion. I didn't think there was onion in this dish, but apparently there is. Now, if you look, this is a 1 cup bowl. This is almost half full already, just with the top and the bottom. So when you throw that top and bottom away, you're wasting quite a bit of peppers. And then I just simply cut it down the side there, and I dice out the center part. So all you're getting out of there is the center thing here. So I throw that part away, and then I simply cut it in half, and I just start dicing it like this. And then I will turn these like this and dice them like this. Pretty small. So I will speed you up here because you won't need to see all 3 of these.
Got your blue jeans and your white shirt on. You're a natural phenomenon. Sun is heating up my body, but so are you. How do you do it? Standing there with the matches in your hand. What are you waiting for? Are you waiting for? I got fire, I'm burning up inside. What are you waiting for? Are you waiting for? Dynamite. You are kryptonite. I am burning up inside. Dynamite. You are kryptonite, and I am burning up inside. You are kryptonite. I am burning up inside. Dynamite. You are kryptonite, and I am burning up, burning up.
This is a little more than a cup of onions, but we like a lot of onions, so we're going to leave the whole entire onion in there. It's probably about 1.25 cups, which is okay. We are not cutting up these yet because these are for the garnish on top, so we're going to leave those. So I've got all of my peppers here, my bowl over here, and then the rest of them are right here. So that's about 3 cups of peppers, and then a cup of onions. And let me show you the next step. All right, guys, next we're going to dice up this package of biscuits. And like I said, these are the crescent rolls, so these will not be the same as dicing up the other one. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to dice them in this size. I'm going to try to get 10 biscuits out of here. I doubt I'll be able to get 10, but we'll try. Oh yeah, I might be able to. That's 5 already. About a 7.5 ounce can is what she recommends. This is an 8 ounce can. So it's close enough. Yeah, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I got 12 biscuits out of here. So then what they say to do is cut these in 6s, which I won't be doing because that's just too much. So I'm just going to cut them in 4s. So 4 pieces out of each muffin, and I got 12 muffins, so that'll make up for it. So I've got my sheet here, and this is from Drizzle Me Skinny. That's what this is from. I don't know what I said before, but it's from Drizzle Me Skinny. So now what it says to do, my next step would be to place half of your biscuit pieces in the bottom of your casserole dish, top with half of your meat mixture, half of your peppers and onions, and half of your cheese. So let's do half of this. Okay, so this is half of my dough, and I'm just going to spread them out evenly, or try to anyway, as evenly as I can. I can't wait to try this, you guys. I'm most excited because we actually used real beef instead of turkey. Is that funny or what? Because I really miss beef, and we have a whole freezer full, like I said, so we have to really start eating it up, even if we have to donate some points to it. Okay, that looks pretty even. Now I'm going to get half of my meat mixture. Okay. A little bit more right in there. Okay, that should be good. Okay, that's half of my meat mixture. And now it says to do half of your peppers. I may not even use all of the peppers because it's a lot of peppers then, you know. Yeah, see, now I think that's plenty of peppers. I might not even use all these onions. I don't think we'll need to. Okay, half of the meat mixture and then half of your cheese. And you're going to use almost this entire bag. This is 1 3/4 cups, well, a little bit more than half of this bag because it says 1 cup of cheese. So I'm just going to use a good handful. Okay, that looks good. Now, I believe we're going to do another layer. Just like that. Repeat your layers and finish with the chopped green onion on the top. Okay, so I guess we do onion on the top. However, I don't really want to bake those onions. I think they're more for garnish. So I'm going to leave those off. I'm not going to bake them on there. And I'll just garnish when it's all done because we like a little bit crunchier onion on the top anyhow. But if you want to follow these directions to the T, you got to put the green onions on here as bake them. And so now I'm going to put these other ones on here, spread them out a little bit. I think this worked out pretty good with this biscuit. I will see how it cooks though. I'm not sure if it's going to cook the same as the butternut biscuits. I have no idea. I've never made these on this kind of thing before. So we're going to find out together. This is supposed to be a bubble up casserole, so we'll see. There, that looks good. Separate them out a little bit. Okay, and now we're going to do more peppers. Yeah, I'm going to have a lot of peppers left because this is like too much peppers, I think. And do a little bit of yellow because we don't have much yellow pepper in there. All right, and another handful of onion. We do like a lot of onions, so we almost used that whole onion up. A little bit more here on the sides. Okay, that looks good. And now, more cheese. There we go. I'll put that back in the fridge. And then I'm going to kind of smush it down so it's even. It doesn't say to do that, but that's just in my head, right? Okay, and now it says to cover loosely with some tin foil, and we are going to after this is done, you're going to top with the fat-free sour cream, or in our case, light sour cream when it's done. So we'll do that and the peppers, and I might even do a little cilantro on here because I think that would be good. So now we're going to loosely cover with a foil and bake for 35 minutes. In this case, it might be 45 because it is thicker. I think this worked out perfectly. So I'm going to try it at 35 minutes because the meat is already cooked. So all you really need to do is cook the vegetables in there and then melt the cheese. 35 minutes, remove the foil, continue baking for another 15 minutes. I'll remove the foil, cook it another 15 minutes in the 350, and then let it cool and set for 10 minutes and cut into 6 servings. So we're gonna go 1, 2, and then 1 down the center, and that'll be 6 servings. So we're gonna test this out, guys. I'm gonna stick it in the oven. I'm gonna show you what it looks like when I top it with the tin foil. Actually, I'll go with the tin foil and do it right here on camera. Here's my tin foil. I'm gonna put the shiny side down and then just loosely cover it. And because this is a smaller dish, I'm gonna set this on a cookie sheet in case this boils over a little bit. So that's what I am going to do. I'm going to stick it in the oven now. We'll bring you back in about 35 minutes and show you what this looks like. Guys, I had to pull this back out of the oven because I forgot the beef. Oh my goodness. So this should be under the 2 layers of cheese and the peppers and onions, the first layer. But now it's on top because that's how I roll. I'm forgetful that way. I was just cleaning up my table and then I looked at the fry pan. I'm like, oh my God, half my beef is still sitting here. Holy cow. So it's on top of the cheese layer now. It'll all work out. It all goes in the same spot, guys, right? It all goes in the same spot. We're going to see how this turns out. 40 minutes is up, and I can't even stand how good this smells right now. This smells so delicious. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this back in the oven. I took off the tin foil, and I'm going to put it back in the oven for about 15 minutes. And then I'll show you what that finished product looks like. It did not drip out at all. And this was plumb full to the top, as you can see. I'm going to poke around a little bit and see how those biscuits are doing, though. I'll bring you along with me. Oh, look at those biscuits, you guys. That is, oh my goodness. I cannot wait to eat this. I am going to love it, I think. I can't help it. I got to take this little taste. Hold on a second. Oh, my husband just texted me. He'll be home in 30, so that's perfect. Because it's got to cook for 15 and set for 15. Oh my goodness. Delicious. You guys got to try this out. It is so good. I'm going to put this back in the oven. This is dinner tonight, and I've got 15 grams of the sour cream, the light Daisy sour cream, which makes this 7 smart points for the whole entire dish. Let me show you what the finished product looked like. This is what the finished product looked like, and I cut it into 6 because it's 6 servings. So me and my hubby each had partial of that, and we have 4 servings left, 4 leftovers, because this is really good, really good. I hope you guys enjoyed that cook with me. It was fantastic. We all loved it. It also had 3 cups of vegetables in it, so that's a very big plus. And then I just topped it with the cilantro and cut up the green peppers and put that on top, and then the sour cream. And you can put as much sour cream as you want. Now, another thing we thought may be good, but it would up the points by 2, would be those little taco chips, those little tortilla strips, and crunch up a bag of those, which would be, it would make it 9 smart points then instead of 7. So it's up to you. I think that would be really delicious in there though, just that little extra crunch. We may try that if we have enough points some night. And I know we will definitely be making this one again. So I'm glad that you guys followed along. Hope you try it and let me know below in comments if you do try it and if you really enjoy it. But Drizzle Me Skinny, it's on her website. I will try to find the link and I will link it down below. If I can't find it, then, you know, just to check Drizzle Me Skinny website. I'm sure all of you know where that is, but I'll try and locate it and link it down below as well. We will talk to you guys for the next What I Ate, hopefully next Friday.